Grand rising, grand arrival, grand return. Peace and blessings to the righteous and repentant alike. I'm Sophia of the Americana Band of Indians, and this is your daily transmutation report where we practice manipulating the incoming rays to the earth in a format that best serves our Creator. Today is Tuesday, September the 24th, 2024, 6 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, coming to you from the Sunshine State. We have our sun at 1 degree of Libra. Our moon is at 27 degrees of Gemini, coming closer to our Libra new moon, which is in about a week's time. As you can see, the energy has really calmed down. There's not so many interactions. We have Saturn in opposition to Vesta. Saturn, of course, being structure and discipline. Vesta being devotion and purity and the sacred flame of the self. So, and also Pluto is in a quincux to Vesta, it looks like. So there's a lot of energy going into this whole idea of who are you, what makes you passionate, who are you being devoted to yourself and stuff like that. Lots of energy there. We have a exact square between Jupiter at 20 degrees of Gemini and Lilith, Black Moon Lilith at 20 degrees of Virgo. The Lilith is primal instincts, deepest desires, and shadow selves. And of course, Jupiter is expansion and opportunity and optimism. So there's some deep, probably healing going on related to that. We still have our trine energy between Uranus and Mercury working in a trine, in a flow right now. And also Sedna is in a trine to the sun. So Sedna being unconscious primal fears, unseen forces, and the sun is our core identity, vitality. So there's a flowing energy to that. So more of this energy is focused on us on the inside, very introspective type of energy. Of course, if you want more in-depth astrological information, please contact your favorite astrologer. So we're on day 22 of the moon cycle. This is a 21.4 day old moon. This is the last quarter of the moon, 52% illumination with a moon set time of 2:33 p.m. and a moon rise time of 12:26 a.m. tomorrow. All right, so the governor of today's moon mansion is Rivetim, and the magician is taught by the 22nd head of the moon sphere to consciously absorb the facts of time and space in the distances, not only in his space in the moon sphere. He is then able to transfer over the greatest distances, not only his mental but also his astral, if necessary, even his physical body. The spiritualite, guided by this head of the moon sphere, can confidently walk along the surface of the sea without sinking into the water, can arise into the air and travel through it as he likes, can, in short, bridge any distance with spirit, soul, and body. Time and space become unimportant to the spiritualite, not only in spirit but also with regards to his astral and physical body, and matter is in no way a hindrance to him. So if you acknowledge this energy, you are able to build a bridge between who you are and who you want to be without going through the karma or the dharma of who you were and who you're supposed to become. You can really bridge that gap. Hence the deep introspective work that has to be done to be able to sit in this energy and really know who you want to be in this current moment, and not who you're supposed to be based on your south node, who you're supposed to be based on your north node, but who you really are today based on the influences of today and what you really feel in your spirit, what the creator has for you today. So a few weeks ago we had these north node Mars squares, and so this has kind of been working out in our subconscious, and now we have a guy who's here to help us with that. Hence the unconscious Sedna trine with our sun in a flowing energy, Vesta, our personal divide. So there's a lot of emphasis on what we personally want, and so hopefully you've done the work to know what you want, and if you acknowledge him, this guy will help you. All right, so for our astrotarography Sun sign decan, we are in Two of Wands, which is indecision, solutions, and difficulties. This is our intuition card, and we can best transmute this by using the Two of Wands, which is plans, travel, and new ideas. This is our Elijah card and our outside influence card, because remember when Elijah went into the mountain after he took out Jezebel's princes, or what are those things, priests, right? He killed like 400, 500 of them. He fled into the woods looking for an outside way to protect himself instead of the inside way. So that's the energy of this card in this position, through the lens of the 8th house in Aries, which is to be active when searching for the truth. So Elijah may have gone into the woods because he didn't know how that happened. All he did was pray. So he went searching for the answer. How did this fire come out the sky? It's not supposed to do that. So, that sort of gives me this feel to it. And you're not supposed to just rely on your intuition, who would tell you, oh, it was you did that, you have the power. No. You're looking for who did that on the outside of you. So this is when you have to go back and look for the creator in the miracles that you received. There we go. This is what you're supposed to do with this time. The miracles that you received during the cup season, you need to go back and examine them. How did these things happen? Acknowledge them, as I'm always talking about with the moon governors. Acknowledge that it was an outside influence that got you across the finish line. That's what you're supposed to be doing with this energy. Gazing out upon the planet and the awesomeness of all the options and opportunities you have to get certain things done. All right. So for our North Node decan, we are in Two of Wands, which is plans. This is the opposite. Plans, travel, and new ideas. In this instance, it's Jezebel, which is an outside influence, meaning she never even looked on the inside to see what was wrong with her on the inside. She immediately looked on the outside and said, well, I guess I better get me a spot in this kingdom. I am a princess. I am a queen. So that shouldn't be no problem. So she never did the reflection to get herself in order. And that's the energy that is coming to the planet. We can best transmute this by using the Two of Swords, which is indecision, solutions, and difficulties, which is our intuition card. This is where you look inside, your inside influence, to determine what your role is. And this time we're using the first house of Libra, which is to find yourself in others and to look for your balance. So again, you're looking at others and seeing what spirits they're dealing with, recognizing that you too once dealt with those spirits, and just evaluating them based on that. You're not casting judgment. There's no judgment in this. This is only identifying, oh, this person is dealing with this spirit. This person is dealing with that spirit. I remember when ... It's because you're supposed to be looking to find yourself in others. All right. So for our Tree of Life yearly progressions and predictions, we are in Venus energy, which is the 8 of Swords. This goes until October the 17th. And the 8 of Swords is overthinking, self-criticism, and entrapment. This is when you do too much reflecting that you start to blame yourself for the things that didn't go right? And you want to transmute this by using the 8 of Wands, which is travel, movement, and communication, through the lens of the 9th house in Gemini, which is to learn how to properly use words and wisdom. Again, once you've identified what other people are dealing with based on what you've dealt with, then you can know what words and what wisdoms need to be passed on to that person that will actually help them with their scenario. So you're not just, doing whatever and you're not actually providing any help. No, this is how you actually provide help. You get them answers, you get them, some support for what they're trying to do. That's what this energy is related to. So if you enjoy this type of astrological content, please feel free to join us on YouTube, where my handle is Sophia Spiritualite. If you'd like to receive a copy of all of these slides for the month in a PDF that you can interact with, please come over to our Schumann Mystery School. That is where you can find that information. It's on Patreon. Thank you so much for joining us for today's daily transmutation report. Peace and blessings, and we'll see you tomorrow.